Sultan Badshah is a typically quiet and sleepy village some 22 kilometers outside Khairpur in the southern Sindh province of Pakistan. The village gets its name from Adham Sultan, a Sufi saint who was a disciple of famous saint Lal Shahbaz Qalandar. There is nothing much to talk about this little, almost unheard village in the barren area, hidden among dry and rugged mountains and deprived of even basic facilities. Life is hard here, with little work opportunities for nearby villagers. Majority of them sweat in the punishing heat all day long, hammering stones from the mountains, which are sold to construction companies. The average pay for this back-breaking work is less than $4 a day. Living in extreme poverty unimaginable to urban residents, people here struggle to put up even a decent meal in weeks. Most residents are illiterate, and usually the entire family, including young children, labor to make ends meet. But the misery of these disadvantaged and overlooked people is hidden from the eyes of the outside world, and in most cases, forgotten in minds. In these destitute circumstances, education is often considered a luxury rather than a necessity. Government-run schools do exist, but are mostly non-functional and remain in deplorable state, giving birth to the haunting term "ghost schools."
पूरा इलाका तारीक था, तालीम एतबार से अंधेरा था। यकीनन इल्म जो है एक रोशनी है, नूर है, और उस ज़रूरत के मुताबिक जो है यहाँ पर स्कूल, यानी समझे कि स्कूल था ही नहीं, और ये कौम बिल्कुल ला इल्म थी, जाहिल थी।
With its promise to help the poorest of the poor and realizing that education is the biggest catalyst of change, Medics International have been shouldering the dismal standards of education in Pakistan, Iraq, India, and many other countries for the past 25 years.
Actually, the reason why, if you see into this, these are the poor people in Pakistan, and they don't have an opportunity of the very basic things in life: education, water, electricity, etc., etc. So unless they have not been educated, they will continue, and the children will continue doing the same kind of thing, and they remain illiterate for the rest of their lives.
Making locals realize the importance of education, Medics International joined hands with Friends of Education Foundation to establish Ali Model School some 3 years back. And today, it's a thriving setup with 150 plus students studying from playgroups till the primary grades.
उनको इल्म की अहमियत ही नहीं थी ना, उन्हें मालूम नहीं था कि सूरत हाल क्या है। वो तरजीह देते हैं इस बात पर कि एक बच्चा हमारा मजदूरी करे और मजदूरी करके 2 रुपए लेकर आ जाए। लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जिस वक्त ये सूरत हाल पैदा हुई और हमने ये काम शुरू किया, तो अब तो एक इलाके में खुशी की लहर दौड़ गई है कि मासूम बच्चे जो है माशाल्लाह पढ़ रहे हैं।
It's a modest setup with nothing much to talk about, but the dedicated staff work hard to provide quality education with the little resources at hand. Slowly and painstakingly, this school is taking small steps toward achieving a much bigger goal. Cut off from the outside world, none of these children have even enjoyed a car ride. Coming to this school is a life-altering experience for them, and they too are in no mood to let this chance slip through their fingertips. Apart from free education, students here are provided with uniform, backpacks, water bottles, books and stationery.
यहाँ के जो लोग हैं उनके वालिदैन वो मजदूरी करते हैं, पत्थर होते हैं ना जो पहाड़ में वो बन के वो बेचार पेट अपना पालते हैं। तो इसी वजह से वो कहते हैं कि साईं असद इकबाल ने ये स्कूल अली मॉडल खोला है और इतना बच्चों में शौक है, ऐसे यूनिफॉर्म शूज़ वगैरह दिए हैं, बहुत सारा उसमें शौक बच्चों में। और उसके वालिदैन कहते हैं हम मजदूरी करके खाते हैं, हमारे बच्चे पढ़ लिख कर कुछ बने।
One of the toughest tasks for the school administration is to provide clean drinking water to its students. The lake water nearby is only fit for animal use. Its quality, perhaps not many of you watching would prefer to have a drink from it. As the lake water here has high quantities of bacteria, iron, salt, sulfate and fluoride, Friends of Education Foundation, with help from Medics International, solved this problem by installing reverse osmosis plant that runs on solar energy and purify water for human use.
The first thing which put us here was actually their water standard. The water which they are drinking was mixed with 5,700 bacteria. That put us to this place, and we put on an RO plant later with the solar plant as well.
Being a healthcare organization, Medics International understands the importance of good nutrition for body development. A new precedent was set by providing students with snacks and meals each day after classes. The Free Food Initiative has an immediate impact, with the school seeing a remarkable rise in attendance as well as learning interest.
बच्चे जब ये देखते हैं कि उनके मनपसंद की वो चीज़ें आ रही हैं जो वो चाह रहे हैं, तो उस हिसाब में उनकी इंटरेस्ट भी बढ़ती जा रही है। जैसे ये मुख्तलिफ बच्चों की लाइक्स हैं, कोई कह रहा है कि हमें बिरयानी चाहिए, जब वो देखते हैं कि वो उनकी जो भी फरमाइशें वो पूरी हो रही हैं, तो उनकी वो जो अटेंडेंस की रेशो दिन ब दिन बढ़ता जा रहा है।
While the students at Ali Model School keep demonstrating great learning and development skills, it's their untiring love for sports that makes going to school even more fun. Small towns like these have a history of producing world-class athletes. Who knows what might be in the making here. This might appear modest, but it's the first step toward explaining the importance of education to the locals and bringing discipline to the lives of the children. Mohammed Nawaz, who has lived a tough life laboring in the mountains, is sending his children to schools.
हमारी ख्वाहिश ये है कि ये बड़े थे, ये टीचर बने, ये डॉक्टर बने, या फौजी बने, ये हमारे बच्चे की यही उम्मीद है। और इंशाल्लाह हमारे बच्चे पढ़ेंगे, हमें मिट्टी निकालेंगे नहीं, ये पढ़ेंगे, ये मुस्तकबिल सुथरा होगा।
In these depressing surroundings, this humble setup by Medics International is the only thing that gives the overlooked residents of Sultan Badshah a reason to dream for a better future. Despite the daunting challenges that marks their lives, villagers like Mohammed Nawaz are thankful to Medics International for establishing a school in this remote area and are hopeful that their children would not see the hardship he had to go through.
मदद करेंगे, वो शुक्रिया अदा उसी का क्यों न करें। वो हमारी मदद करते हैं, हमारे बच्चे को पढ़ाते हैं, फंड देते हैं, जॉब देते हैं, और स्कूल के यूनिफॉर्म देते हैं, कोई चौक दीवार देते हैं, अस्पताल दे, हमारे की तो मदद है ये नहीं।
But the journey is far from over as the awareness for education grows and more parents starting to send their kids to school. This 3-room setup is appearing cramped for the ambitious dream.
इसके अलावा मेडिकल के हवाले से भी कोशिश है कि कोई सिस्टम कायम की जाए, क्योंकि कोई क्लिनिक, कोई डॉक्टर, कोई चीज़ भी यहाँ पर मौजूद नहीं है। अगर बच्चों को खांसी हो, बुखार हो, कोई सिलसिला हो, तो ये सिटी जाएं या यहाँ पर बैठे रहें, और सिटी में जाने के लिए इनके पास पैसे गुंजाइश नहीं होती है।
By helping run this school, people at Medics International and generous donors like you are not changing lives, but telling the poor and neglected that they are not alone. There are those who cares for them and are extending their hands to live their hopes. Thank you for always being there with us, but most importantly, with them.